Good morning, my lovelies, and happy Monday. It is the 8th of November today, and I have just made myself a cup of free mint tea, and I've been at the gym. So I did sort of like, well, I set out to do like a half-an-hour workout. I ended up doing about 45 minutes, and it was just like basically a mix of like the gym machine. So I went on the elliptical, I did like a really fast-paced hill walk, I did the bike, I did like this other machine, I've got no idea what it is, but you basically move your legs side to side. So I'll insert my Fitbit log here, and yeah, now I am home. So a little bit of catching up to do since my last video, which was Friday, which was my weigh-in. So I tracked, I think, to lunch on Friday, and then I just stopped tracking, and I haven't started tracking again until this morning. So basically, long story short, I've had an off-track weekend, and I haven't tracked Saturday or Sunday, and let me just think. Right, so Friday I had my weigh-in, and then it was just absolutely crazy. The whole day was so busy, and then on Friday evening I had family over to my house, and we had a little sort of like bonfire, fire pit, pie and peas. I had the Linda McCartney's, I think it's called country pie. It was really lovely with some peas, and a bit of a jacket potato. I don't think I had pudding, and I had a few drinks. I had a few glasses of mulled wine, and I think about 2 glasses of white wine. So that was that. And then on Saturday morning I had sourdough, avocado and egg for breakfast. And then I can't even really remember. Oh yeah, that was it. I had like a packeted, like a shop bought packet sandwich and crisps and a drink for my lunch. And then on Saturday evening we went to Jim's friend's house, who I was meeting for the first time. Me and Jim have been together for 3 years, but for whatever reason I was yet to meet this particular friend, so it was quite like a I don't know, it's strange because me and Jim have been together for a fair few years, and it's like yeah, anyway, so we were going over to their house and they were cooking, and they had made their own selection of spirits. So they had like they've made their own gins, whiskies, wines, and basically had a load of like really lovely drinks that they'd done themselves, and I was like sampling quite a lot of them. But that was really fun. Had a really fun night. The food that was cooked was actually really delicious and pretty healthy. So we had like garlic mushrooms on a slice of like sourdough to start, and then for the main it was a beanie burger type thing, and then there was like salad and new potatoes and like a really delicious like tomato and beetroot mix things on the table basically to put onto your own plate. So I was really conscious of making sure I had more of the vegetable type things and less of like the coleslaw type things and stuff like that. But it was really delicious and really healthy, so I was really super pleased with that. But yeah, a very late night, getting to meet his friends, and definitely suffered the consequences of drinking too much yesterday. I was so hungover, like I can't remember the last time I was that hungover, and yesterday was probably the worst day in terms of food. I had some pizza. I had about 4 slices of pizza. What else did I have? Well, do you know what, like, to credit to myself actually, I like would have usually on a hangover day, just for, you know, everything is completely out of the window. I wasn't tracking. I was just like, I just did not have any intention of doing that. And I'm trying to get my head around and into the space of like, it doesn't matter on days if you go over your calorie, just be accountable for it, just track it. But like, who wants to track the calories when they're hungover? Seriously. So, but yeah, there was a time where I would have quite easily, I'd say, finished a whole pizza to myself, and the sides, and the drink, and the ice cream, the whole lot to myself. And it's quite refreshing that although like I ordered a pizza for myself and Jim had a pizza, it was like one of them deals that you can get where it's like 2 pizzas, a side each, a drink and a dessert type thing. And I think throughout the entirety of the day, so I had 2 slices of the pizza and I felt really full, so I was like, okay, I'll leave that. And it was at lunchtime that we ordered the food. We basically got home I think at about 11 or something, and we were like, what do we fancy? And we both said pizza. So we had pizza for lunch, but I had 2 slices and then I kind of left it, and then I went back sort of like maybe about a few hours later and had another 2, and then I don't know what it was, but I just could not bring myself to eat the rest. And I had like some like garlic bread type side thing, and we had some like potato wedges and things to share. I just couldn't face it at all. So I hate wasting food, but I just couldn't eat it. I think Jim ended up having maybe a few slices, so it wasn't like mega like just throwing the whole thing away. But yeah, just couldn't face it. And then I was sort of like being a little bit remorseful about my decisions and about my journey and stuff. But you know what? I feel like I'm kind of glad it happened now, because I ended up having a bit of a conversation with Laura yesterday evening, and I just feel super inspired again. Like, I think sometimes I need a little bit of a kink in the sort of like armor in order to be like come back stronger. I don't know why. I don't know what that is. And I think eventually I will get into a place where I'm just consistent all the time and it is just part of my life. Am I out of focus? I'm really sorry. Yeah, there we go. It will just become part of my life to eat better and be healthier all the time. But yeah, it was interesting, because now I feel super like motivated again. And I used to find it really hard that once I'd have like a day or 2 sort of like not tracking or eating bad foods. I don't like to class foods as good and bad food, but when I say bad food for myself, I mean foods that promote inflammation and are really high in sort of like calorie but add no nutritional benefit to your body whatsoever. That's what I refer to. Like, pizza is fine every now and again. I'm not like saying that it's really bad to eat it, but for me on my journey, it's not really part of what I want to be doing. So anyway, yeah, I used to find it really hard to sort of like get back on it, whereas I'm finding now that it's so much easier to just sort of like pick right back up where I left off and have even more motivation. So that's a really positive step. So my advice to you guys, if you are on a weight loss journey and you've had days or like a couple of days or maybe a week or whatever where you have not tracked, or you've gone off plan, or you've just eaten more than you would have liked to have done, just sort of like forgive yourself and just let that go. Just let that sort of self-loathing and hatred go, because it really doesn't do any good to sort of sit and like beat yourself up and feel really bad. Just sort of like embrace that feeling as part of the sort of like your motivation, and kind of like reward yourself for actually caring, because most people go about the day and the life and don't reflect on what they're feeding the body or their health or anything like that. And even though you sat there feeling bad, like, see the good in that. That's an opportunity to go, okay, well, I did this and I'm not happy with it, but at least I care. At least I care, and at least, you know, I'm going to take active steps to do it better, and then just pick right back up. Don't carry on like sabotaging yourself and making yourself feel bad. There's no need for it. Just pick up and do whatever it is that helps you get back on track. Sometimes I like to watch a documentary or like other people's YouTube weight loss journeys and get inspired and sort of like plan, and then I'll sit down and, like last night for instance, myself and Laura were setting some goals. It's really, really good to find yourself a little sort of like a person in your life where you feel like you can go to them and just bear the honest truth about how you feel, what you've done, and there's no judgment, and they genuinely want the best for you. It's like with Laura, I know that she genuinely wants me to lose weight and succeed, and I genuinely want her to lose weight and succeed, and that is so important to have somebody in your life. If you haven't, feel free to sort of like come over to my account, give me a message, and I'll help you. I'll be a little sort of like cheerleader, because I didn't realise how important it was to have somebody like that you know is just so motivating and helpful. So I sat down and made a workout plan for the rest of November, because I have got a lot of stuff going on. I'm going on holiday. I'll show you at some point later, but I'm basically going away on Saturday evening until Tuesday, and then I have on the following weekend friends coming over to stay with me. So I've got a couple of things going on that make it a little bit more difficult to sort of like be on track and things like that, and I thought as long as I plan and as long as I like forecast these situations and say, right, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I wanted to do in November, this is what I was talking about in my last October's video, the weighing video, about how like not to use excuses, like to find ways to still lose weight and make it happen, but not at the sort of like expense of your experiences. So yeah, no excuse, but it's not really got off to the best of starts, but it doesn't matter. I've got the majority of the month is still to be had. So yeah, really long rambly sort of catch up intro, but I'm going to make some breakfast now. I think I'm just going to probably have maybe a protein shake with some almond milk. I'm really going to sort of like try and focus on my sort of like macros this week, see if I can get them a bit more balanced. And I always find having a protein shake a day really, really aids that. So yeah, I hope you all had a super good weekend. Let me know how you are doing in the comments and say hi. But yeah, better go and get making my breakfast. I was waiting for my tea to cool down a bit, but I actually got distracted and it's now clappers. So I'm going to pop it into the microwave to warm it up a little bit. Does anybody else do that? Does anybody else make themselves a cup of tea or coffee, get distracted, and then it just goes so cold that you can't drink it? I was actually getting distracted by... So, something quite exciting has happened. I'll try and cover this up. So I have received my outpatient's appointment letter. Finally, I follow up with like my next step. Just want to check how hot this is. Bit hotter. Yeah, basically it's the next step in my sort of like lipedema journey. So if you're completely new here and you've not been watching me from the start, I have a medical condition called lipedema, which I won't go into it into too much detail. I'll link my lipedema diagnosis video up here. And if you want to know more about it, then go over to that video and I explain it in more detail. But yeah, basically I have received my letter for my appointment, and it's actually in the vascular department. So the department that looks after all your veins, and I think they also look after sort of like the lymphic system, maybe. But I'm a little bit sort of apprehensive about the appointment, especially with it being in a vascular clinic. I think if I was to have picked like where I was going to go, it would have probably been to lymphology, because I think there's a higher chance of doctors knowing about lipedema in that department. So I'm part of a couple of groups online, of one of them being Lipedema Warriors, and I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to sort of reach out and see if anybody in the group has been to the particular department that I'm going to, or if anybody's been to vascular clinics and had any sort of like success from it. And if they haven't, let me know, and then I can go sort of like more prepared with an idea of what's going to happen. What I'm sort of like foreseeing is that they're gonna sort of like check my veins and everything, and check everything is okay, and then from there refer me on to lymphology. That's what I think is going to happen. And to be honest, I really do hope that they check my veins, because like blood clots, deep vein thrombosis, and any sort of like issues like that do actually worry me, because it is quite sort of like a common thing with lipedema to have like blood clots and problems with your veins and things like that. So I do actually really want that to happen. So I'm really pleased in a sense of that's a possibility, and also like to just have a bit of a, I think they do like a Doppler over your veins and just check. Probably not going to happen at this. I think this appointment's going to be like a go and explain, and then maybe from there. But after sort of like reading, I searched through the group, I searched for keywords like vascular services and stuff, and there's a very mixed bag of people who have been who've had like lots of help and progress from going to vascular clinics, and then there's probably an equal amount of people who've had really bad experiences where they've got sort of like doctors or surgeons who don't know about the condition, and then it's been really tricky because they don't know about it, so they don't really know what to suggest or what to help or what to look for. And that's probably one of the most like suffocating effects from the diagnosis, is that although it's a recognised medical condition around the world, it's not taught in medical schools, so a lot of doctors don't really know about it. So it's really difficult the majority of the time to get to the places that you need to get and the help that you deserve. So yeah, so I've just been sort of like having a little bit of research on that, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll make some good headway and some good progress in this lipedema journey. But yeah, I think it's on like the 25th of November or something, so it's this month, which is good. I don't have to wait too long, and we'll just take it from there. I have actually been having a bit of pain in my shin, it's not from, it's not like a stress injury from working out or running. It's, which I know because I've had it for a long time, for years, on and off, but it's been quite... Yesterday my shin was like, there's like a bit of sort of like a dull ache, and then occasionally it's like a radiating pain. It's really hard to describe. Like, there's nothing I can sort of like compare it to. It just is what it is. But yeah, that was been quite sore recently. Yeah, I really want to sort of like get somewhere with it and be able to sort of like say my concerns to somebody that understands the condition, so that I can have the conversations that I need to have. It's like, I was diagnosed in July and it's now November and I've not really got much further with it. So yeah, part of me is like really super excited for this appointment, and part of me is like really nervous. Like, I really don't want to come away from it with like being disappointed or having more sort of like hurdles to jump over to get something that should just be really sort of like easy and simple and help. But yeah, and I thought I would just quickly go through my November workout plan with you all, which I did yesterday. So I've basically just written down all the days left of November, and then if there's anything going on that sort of like stops sort of like my normal day-to-day thing, like when I'm in Norfolk or when I've got my friends over at my house, I've just popped that there so that it's sort of, I can see that this is what's happening, but you know, I've got a plan alongside it. So today, gym, mix of machines. Mix of machines basically means at least a 30-minute workout consisting of any of the machines that are in the gym. So like the elliptical machine, the stepper machine, the bike, rower, that kind of thing. I did also put swim down, but I forgot to take my gym bag with me this morning. So I ended up doing like a 45-minute workout, I think it was. So it's okay, I kind of like made up for not swimming by doing longer. Tomorrow I have a run. So my runs for November, I'm just going to aim to do 30 minutes of running, and then just see if I can gradually increase my speed. And then I've got gym, mix of machines. If it says arms or if it says legs, that is basically an arm resistant workout or a leg resistant workout. It's basically working the muscle groups within my arms and within my legs. Yeah, so, and I'm going on, when I'm in Norfolk, I'm going to attempt my first outdoor run. So that should be interesting. But yeah, basically this is it. I've just got it all laid out there. And if I stick to this and don't make excuses, which I don't really have any excuses to make, to be honest. There's nothing really that I can say, unless I like break my leg or something. But touch wood, that's not going to happen. But I don't really have, I don't have anything in my day-to-day life that makes it that difficult to go and work out. I just need to get up early and I need to get my ass to the gym. So that's what I'm going to try and do. It's pretty intense. Like, there's not many rest days. I think, let me just have a look. I think I've popped in one rest day a week, like one full rest day a week, which I think is fine. And I've like altered it so that I'm doing my runs sort of like every second day, so that the days in between I'm doing machines and stuff, but I can, it's not so impactful on my legs. So I'm kind of thinking that they're kind of like a, it's kind of like a rest day for my legs, but I'm still working out, if that makes sense. So hopefully I've not kind of like over planned, because I do this thing where I'll plan to do something, and if I miss one of the days, I find it really hard to carry on, because I'm like, the whole thing's ruined now. So hopefully I won't do that, and hopefully I'll just stick to everything I've written down. Yeah, so now I am going to tidy up. I've got some work I need to do as well, but my main priority for today is to have a nice house tidy. And I do want to start going through my clothes and shoes and getting rid of the majority of it, because I'm going to be making my office slash dressing room slash spare bedroom. And I want to be able to create a system which is much easier to manage. So yeah, I've got a lot to do today, but it's kind of like, it's kind of just a nice cozy day. Does anybody else really like pottering days where you just tidy up and, you know, I've got loads of YouTube to catch up on as well, absolutely tons, because I've had so much going on over the last couple of days. I'm really behind. I watched Laura's video. I watched Laura's Pits and Peaks of the week this morning, and I've got loads of Jess's videos, The Slice of Jess. If you don't follow her, you really should. She makes such great videos. I'll link both Laura and Jess below. But yeah, I've got loads and loads of YouTube to catch up on, so probably pop them on in the background while I'm tidying up. But I do really like days like this, cozy days, tidy up and catch up on my YouTube. So it is now 11:30, and I have done sort of like the exterior of the kitchen is pretty clean now. I've like done all the washing up, put it away, wiped down the worktops and whatnot. However, the insides of the cupboards are just a force to be reckoned with at the moment. They are so messy. I literally can't remember the last time they got this chaotic. So I think I'm gonna tackle, or make a good start on tackling the inside. Sorry, my nose ring is like, it's the wrong way around. But yes, I think I'm going to start tackling the inside of the cupboards today. But I'm feeling quite peckish, and it is almost lunchtime, so I'm gonna have some soup. So I've been doing meal preps for lunches, but I was very kindly sent over a bunch of soups from Renourish as a little thank you for supporting them and giving my opinion, which is that they are amazing. But I haven't tried this flavour, and if you know me, you know that I love tomatoes, absolutely love tomatoes. And this is tomato, basil and passion flower. So I'm super excited to try it. And it's sort of like, each soup has like a nourishing benefit. This one adds calm. So I'm thinking, if I'm going to be doing the chaotic cupboards, I need all the calm I can get. So I'm gonna heat this up. And also, guys, it's like, I've just popped it into my Fitness Pal. I think, was it 160 calories? It is 160 for the full 500 gram carton. So yeah, gonna get warming it up as I am hungry. It is now 1:55, and instead of doing the cupboards, I decided that I was going to do like a preliminary clean of the other rooms, just so that it was like out of the way, and then I could like sort of like dedicate time to one of the bigger projects that I've got on my house cleaning to-do list. So that's done now, but I am hungry. I'm really hungry. So I'm gonna have a tin of organic whole cherry tomatoes. which was just in my cupboard. And I think there's like 3 cracker breads left, so I'm gonna have them with some Flora Light. And it's essentially like another lunch, isn't it? But it comes in at 179 calories, so that is pretty good. I have just popped in sort of what I'm going to be having for dinner. I do have to pop out and grab a couple of things though, but I've popped that in just so that I know that when it comes to dinner time, I'm not going to be leaving myself on too little calories. And I've got 213 left over, so that's pretty good. But yeah, as I'm super hungry, let's get making my snack. So I've successfully managed to declutter and reorganize one cupboard so far. So this is kind of like my snack, breakfast kind of cupboard. So it's where anything like protein bars or like snacky type things. It's also where I keep my nuts and seeds. This box is just full of packets of nuts and seeds, and anything like crackers or breakfast cereals, that kind of thing, come in here. So I have no idea where I got these. Was it maybe IKEA? I don't know. Anyway, I've got these kind of like little, what would you call these? Like pull-out tubs? I don't know. Basically they're like a plastic tub, and I've got all my Sweet Freedom flavors in here. These things I use more often than not in the winter times, in like porridge, drinks, but they were kind of stuck at the back of the cupboard, so I kind of forgot that they were there. In a way, they're still in date and everything, so it's fine. But I've got the caramel flavour, the vanilla syrup, the chocolate orange, well, it's an orange spice, and the choc shot. So they're more accessible now. In this tub, there is an Alpen, it's actually shredded wheat. So it's fooling everyone. And I've got my pumpkin spice blend and my chia shaker. Little snacky things. I used to be really into these, but these have been sat there for so long. Are they still in date? No, I don't think they are. They're June 21. Is like fruit leather type stuff gonna go off? Let's have a look. Are they all June 2021? Yeah, unfortunately these guys are out of date, so I'm gonna have to get rid of them. But this is this is basically just the little snacky kind of things. I'm gonna move now. See, this is what happens, like you move one thing and everything else falls. So I'm just gonna move my crackers, my little bags of organic Nan's oatcake cracker things, move them over into there so that they're there. And then on this side I've got like my granola, which I really love. I've got some flaxseed, chia seeds, apple and cinnamon sort of like sprinkle. This looks really great. I love things like that. I've also got flaxseed, sunflower and pumpkin seed, and at the back there is a porridge. I've got some packs of popcorn to pop, and then I've just got some Ribena crackers in here. So yeah, so much better and easier to sort of like see everything and get things out. So I'm really happy with that. So that's one down. The time's now 5 to 3. I'm gonna pop to the shop to get the things that I need for tonight's dinner, just before it gets too late and too crazy. I've also made myself a cup of tea with oat milk and a little bit of the Sweet Freedom vanilla. I'm feeling a lot better now after having the tomatoes and cracker breads. I actually feel quite full, which is good. So I feel really bad throwing these away, but this is the problem when your cupboards get too sort of like overstocked. You just can't really see what's there and use everything. So I'm going to try and combat that. The next really crazy cupboard is this one, which is my tin cupboard and baking cupboard and lentil cupboard. And well, I've got an open pantry if you've ever noticed it in the background of my videos, and it's got like pasta, spaghetti, oats for porridge, lentils, rice, a bunch of tea, some herbs. But I'm probably gonna switch these up because I've got like a big bag of brown rice, which I'm probably gonna put into. I never use this pasta. I'm not a real big fan of it, and Joe doesn't seem to be that interested. So I might donate this pasta to somebody, and use that for brown rice. Or maybe, oh actually, do you know what? I can probably put it into one of the smaller jars. So I'll probably move like the brown rice and stuff that I use more day to day into there. But it's just an absolute bomb site. I'm so embarrassed to even show you, but it'll get sorted. It's fine. It's kind of become one of them places where everything gets shoved. Like I've got coffee in here. Coffee doesn't go in there. And what else? Like what else is like really random? Well, there's like things on the tin shelf, like hot chocolate and lemon extract and baking powder and tea. So it's just all complete mess. So it needs tidying. So I might do that. When I get back, or I might just chill for a bit, seeing as it's actually technically my day off. So yeah, but gonna go to the shop and get the few bits that I need for dinner now. So I'm just back, and I thought I would go through the things I've got. Come on then. I'll start off with this, which I've just opened and just had a slice of, which is the sage and onion V-Deli slices. 2 slices contains 42 calories. These are really yummy. Really like them. I've been to Morrison's, by the way, I forgot to say that. I also got the Taste and Glory no ham slices. I got a pack of the Cauldron organic marinated tofu. I got some of the Little Mission deli wraps. Now I wanted to get some, just some fully like whole grain, wholemeal ones. However, they didn't have them, so I got these wheat and white ones. Totally being inspired by by the Slice of Jess. She's been making some wraps and they just look incredible, and ever since I catched up on her videos earlier on today, I haven't been able to stop thinking about having a wrap, so I thought I would pick some up. I've got a little bag of the Morrison's crispy salad. I got some of these. I don't know if I've tried these before. They're the veggie sausages with sage, lentil, I just wet my sleeve, and black pepper. but they look super yum. Oh, sorry, I'm completely forgetting to say what the calories are for everything. I'm so bad at doing grocery hauls, I just literally forget. Per wrap, these are 93 calories. These per portion, 2 sausages, is 224 calories. And I thought they would be nice for breakfast with egg if I do fancy something savoury. I got a block of mature cheddar cheese. I got a massive punnet of blueberries. I got a little bag of green leaf salad mix. I got a punnet of raspberries. I got some lightest herbs Philadelphia, and each 30 gram, which I'm going to imagine is about a teaspoon's worth, is 26 calories. I got some dark chocolate with sea salt. Haven't had this in a while. Just thought it was good to have some dark chocolate in the cupboard. And 100 grams is 529 calories. I don't know. I would probably say that 2 squares is probably about 20 calories. Maybe 20 grams. It's quite light, you see. This whole bar is 100 grams. So for the whole thing, it's 559 calories. So about 100 gram per 2 square. 100 calories per 2 square. Can you tell I need my tea? I'm not making any sense. I got some organic butter. Come on. So I picked up a couple of yogurts after Laura's recommendation to try the protein yogurts as an easy way of adding some extra protein into my diet. I thought that was a good idea. And these were 4 for £3, so I thought I'll get a mixture of flavours and brands and then see if I like them. So I got this protein strawberry one, which is 20 grams of protein per pot, and the calories per 100 gram 70. Is this a 100 gram pot? It's 70. Oh no, so okay. Oh, it's 70 calories per 100 gram. This one is a similar kind of thing, but this is in a strawberry and lime pie. This is 18 grams of protein per pot. Is it going to give me the calories? It's really hard because I need glasses, my glasses on to read such the small writing. A portion is 150 gram, and how many grams is the pot? Oh, okay. So the whole pot is 92 calories. That's not bad. And then these ones looked, to be fair, these look really nice. These are by the brand Light and Free. I really liked the sort of like the packaging. It's kind of got a really nice feel to it. So I grabbed the banana and peanut butter flavour. So this is 14 grams of protein per pot, and it is 85 calories. And this one is the flavour vanilla and salted caramel. 14 grams of protein per pot and 80 calories. So I just think they're really good, and as well it saves time like weighing out yogurts from bigger pots. Obviously more plastic wastage, but I'll give it a go, see what they're like, because I just think that was a good idea to add a bit more protein into my diet without much effort. I got a punnet of red grapes. I got a box of the Burford Brown eggs, my all-time favourite. They are delicious. I got some whole grain cracker breads. These things are amazing and so low calorie. So each slice is 19 calories. Yummy. I got, oh, in my Morrison's, I've seen this in other ones, but they've got a new little olive bar, and I saw them and I was like, I actually really quite crave some olives. So I got some garlic, sort of infused ones with garlic in the olive, and then some ones with pepper. And these I've got, I decided to put some sun-dried tomatoes on the top of that punnet. Pussy, you're being very needy. Oh, very needy. You're stopping at the grocery haul. You are. You are. What's the matter? Are you gonna say hello? Say hello. Come on. Stop being a nuisance. Nuisance. I'm running out of sort of like cooking oils. So this one I get, which is really good for like spritzing on salads and that kind of thing. And I get confused because I have this one from Sainsbury's, which is 2 calories per spray, and this doesn't give you the calories per spray, but essentially it's virgin olive oil and it's exactly the same sized pump. It is exactly the same, so it's 2 calories per spray, but that's really good for sort of spritzing on your salads. And then I got this one, which is sort of like to cook with, which is the Cara Pelli. This is organic extra virgin olive oil, and it's cold extraction. I'm not sure why that's a thing, but yeah, it was on offer. It was supposed to be like £7 and it was like £4, so I thought, I'm gonna get you. I usually spend about £4 to £5 on bottles of oil, so I was like, it's worth trying while it's not £7. I got a bag of carrots. I'm sorry that this is in a complete random order as well, guys. I got a punnet of almond milk and a punnet of oat milk, both with no sugar. Kefir, of course. This time I decided to get vanilla and strawberry. And I also got these little sort of like amenity shot pots. This is cherry and tea flavour, which is pretty cute. And these are what are the calories of you? So these are 58 calories per little thing, per little bottle. I've got some seeded batch bread. This is mainly for Jim, but it'll be very unlike me if this whole thing gets consumed by Jim and I don't have at least one slice. It's delicious, I love it. Oh, these are interesting. These are a new product that I noticed, and I was just like, I really love the flavour of pistachio, and so does Jim. So I'm intrigued to try them. So this is basically Alpro's pistachio mousse, and it says with a creamy chocolate ganache, and each pot is 107 calories. But for all you guys out there, I know I've got a fair few veggies and vegans who watch me. These look incredible, so I'll give you my verdict on them after I've had one, but it sounds incredible. I got some honey, I got some asparagus, I got some beans, trim beans, and I got a punnet of sweet cleanse because they go down a treat. Jim seems to really like these too. So that's it. That's my little mini grocery haul. I am starving, so I'm gonna go and get making my dinner. I can confirm the pistachio mousse chocolate ganache pot things are really tasty. Definitely be having them again. So I'm going to end today's video here because that's probably the last thing that I am going to eat. I have 9 calories remaining, so I'm pretty sure I can't eat anything for 9 calories even if I wanted to. So I will show you how I have got on with my day. So my calorie goal is 1,400 and I have consumed 1,391. Everything that I've had has been filmed today. If I just go ahead and complete my diary, if every day was like today, in 5 weeks I weigh 13 stone, 8.1 pounds. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are yet to do so, if you hit subscribe and the notification bell, you'll be notified every time a new video goes live. And until then, stay happy, healthy and well. Bye bye.